With the rumors of the new HomePod mini all over the internet, in this video, I'm not just gonna be reviewing this one, but also I'm gonna be addressing the rumors and see if it is really worth it to wait for the new version, which is expected to be released later this year in 2025, or this one is as good. We're gonna find out in this video. Oh, by the way, my name is Ahmed. I'm a neurology doctor here in Brooklyn, New York. On my free time, I like to talk tech, dive into the rabbit hole. So if you are new around here, subscribe down below and let's get into it. So I'm going to break this review into 5 main sections. I'm going to talk about the build quality and the design, the power supply. I'm going to talk about the smart feature and the functionality. I'm going to talk about, of course, the sound quality. And in the end, we're going to have a conclusion to see if it is worth it to get this one now, or you better off waiting for the newer version. So starting with the build quality and the design. As you can see, the design is minimalistic. It can blend with any home decor, really. It is not just like a black box of speakers. It's kind of like a cute design, and I'm really into it. There are 5 different color options you can choose from. They are more of like our neutral colors like midnight, white, and also there is more colorful options like the one I got, the yellow, and also they have the orange and also the blue. Honestly, the white one might be a good option, but I think it gets dirty really quickly. Even when I saw it in the Apple store, it was a little dirty. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I went with the yellow option, which is, I think it is really cute and it goes with the vibe with my living room here. I'm really looking forward if they can make a light green version. I think I will really be into it. It will be really cool if they have a light green version. Hopefully this is something we're gonna see in the next generation. If I wanna describe the design of the HomePod mini, we think about it as like a ball that has been chopped at the top and at the bottom. It had this mesh fabric all around, and it just give it more for like a homey vibe. On the top here it has like a touch screen, but honestly calling it a screen might be a stretch. It's kind of like a touch surface which you can use to control the HomePod. I'm gonna explain more how to control the HomePod later on in the video, but I just wanted to point out the design. The other thing at the bottom here, they have the Apple logo, and I guess they couldn't find anywhere else to put it, so they just slammed it at the bottom. Overall, I'm very happy with the design. I don't know if there is anything I would like to change with the newer one, except I'm hoping to have a real screen at the top. And I think the rumors are saying that that might be actually happening, so finger crossed. Moving on to the power supply. The HomePod mini comes with a braided USB-C cable, which is really nice high quality cable, and it also matches the color of the HomePod. I think it's gonna last for a long time, but the problem it is not detachable. So one side is a USB-C, the side that connects to the power, but this side is undetachable. You cannot really detach it. So in case it breaks, you are basically cooked because you will have to take it back to Apple to fix it for you. But the rumors are saying that likely this year they're gonna make the cable detachable, which is gonna be nice. It makes it easier to repair in case it breaks. Likely it will not break because this cable is really high quality, but it's just good to have that option. They did the same with the big HomePod, like the $300 one. They did the same. It was initially undetachable, but then they updated with the second generation and it became detachable. It is still not a USB-C. It is like a proprietary cable that only works with that device, but it's also an improvement from the old generation. So you are able to replace it by yourself. But with this one, you cannot really. The other problem with the cable being undetachable is that it is more difficult to move this thing around. So imagine if I want to take this from here to the kitchen. I have all my cables connected under my desk. So I have to go under my desk, find it, detach it, and then take it there, put it in the kitchen, find another, plug to plug it, restart it again, and then when I want to bring it back to my desk, I have to do the same. So it's like kind of like a whole process. And even if you made it portable with getting a power bank, it still needs Wi-Fi to work. So there's some way around it, but I think it is just too big of a hassle. You will probably better getting another speaker if you want something to be portable. Imagine if it has a USB-C here. I can just detach it from here, take it to the kitchen, take it to the bedroom, wherever I want to put it at that time, and it is more portable. It makes more sense because it's really small. Like if it is this small, make it more portable, easier to move it around. I guess they want you to like have 5 of them and put them all over the house, but that's like $500. I don't want to do that. So hopefully the second generation, hopefully it's gonna be more portable. The other problem with the power supply, it requires at least 18-watt power adapter. The good thing is that it comes with a 20-watt power adapter in the box, which is nice. But if you have an old power adapter in the house, like less than 18 watt, it will not work. It's gonna start blinking red. It can work with power adapters that is higher than 18 watts. So I tried it with my Anker charger, which is 47 watt. It works with that one. I tried it with the MacBook charger, the 67 watt charger, and it works with that, which is good. So you have the options. So in my experience, anything above 18 watt, it works. Anything below 18 watt, it doesn't work. That includes the MacBook. If I connect it to my MacBook, it starts blinking red, meaning that it is not working because the MacBook is not able to provide enough power supply. I don't know exactly what the number, but it is less than 18 watts, seems like. So it's kind of like a disappointment, but what can I say? So if you have guessed from all what I said, is that it does not have a battery, which is like, I was like, what? It always has to be connected to a power supply, which also makes it less portable. So I'm saying it over and over again. This device is small, but like the fact that being small is just like being cute. Like it doesn't matter if it is small or not, if it's not portable. The good thing is that it works with power banks from Amazon or whatever. So anything that provides 18 watt or higher, it works with it, including power banks. So I have a power bank from Anker, and I played it for 2 hours, and this was still above like 75%. The problem is that they can kind of large, so it became like this whole thing that you have to carry around. I didn't see any rumors stating that they're gonna include a battery with the newer version, and I doubt they will. If you want something portable, even at home, maybe you can find something else. Moving on to the functionality and all the smart features it has to offer. As I mentioned earlier, you are able to control the HomePod mini with the controls here at the top. You are able to tap to play or pause music, double tap to skip to the next track, triple tap to skip to the previous track, touch and hold to activate Siri, and also you are able to tap or hold on the plus or the minus sign to adjust the volume up or down. This is kind of a nice controls, but also there is one problem. There is no haptics. So when you touch, you don't feel anything because like, let's say I want to increase the volume. I don't get any feedback except for the feedback from hearing the music being louder. Like I want some haptic feedback. That would be nice. Like the trackpad on the MacBook, for example, really good haptics. If they can include that, that would be nice. Anyway, there are rumors that the HomePod mini might get a real screen. So hopefully with the real screen, they're gonna include the haptics as well. Hopefully. Other way to play music with the HomePod is to play it through AirPlay from your Apple device, if you are familiar with that. And also, there's a nice feature is that you can able to transfer the music. Just play something on your phone, for example, and just tap on the HomePod, and then it can transfer whatever is playing on the iPhone to the HomePod mini. It's a nice feature to have. I don't use it very often. I more commonly use AirPlay to play there, or just ask Siri to play on the HomePod directly. There's another cool feature that you can use a feature called SharePlay, which is basically meaning that multiple people can contribute and share their music to the HomePod. If you are hosting a party, for example, your guest can also join in and control the music playing on the HomePod Mini. You can also put a password on that, so not everyone can be able to join unless you give them the password so they are able to join. The HomePod Mini has 4 microphones, which do an excellent job of picking up the voice commands. Sometimes when I want to use Siri on my phone, like I would be far away here, there in the kitchen, and the HomePod will be here, and I would say, hey, and then it will listen. It will hear what I said, like I was just whispering literally, and still hear it because it is really good at listening, and the 4 microphones seems to be really good. Even able to hear you, even these TV playing, people talking, etc. It's really good with picking up the voice when you call Siri. Then there's one more cool feature, it's called personal request. But before I explain what is that, there is one thing I wanted to let you know about, is that the HomePod Mini, you can share it with up to 6 people. So if you have a family, multiple people who have like iPhones or whatever, they can all share the HomePod together. With personal request, HomePod is able to recognize your voice. Like let's say I called Siri, able to recognize my own voice, and it's able to respond from my phone, for example. Let's say like I say, hey, read my messages for today. It's able to do that. If I say, call this person, it's able to call from my cellular device. And Apple claims that it's secure and able to recognize your voice from other family members with you. But I think if you are sharing with 6 people, I think it might get messy. Like, if you wanted to call someone and it end up calling it with another device, I don't know. It feels like can get a little messy. So I just turn it off. But I think some people might use this feature. The HomePod Mini also is able to recognize other external stimuli. It has some sensor for sound, so it's able to recognize like alarms. So it can send you a notification in your phone. Let's say you are outside and something happened at home. It's gonna send you a notification saying, hey, there's like something happened in your home. And also has smoke and carbon monoxide detection. So if it is able to like recognize like any smoking around, it's gonna send you a notification, and maybe that will help you like call 911 or whatever. Thumbs up. Also, of course, you are able to use HomePod as part of your smart home. For me, because I wanted to test this out, for this video, I got 2 Casa smart plugs and I connected with my lamps here in the living room. So I'm able to control that with the HomePod and also with my phone, etc. But that's kind of like a discussion for a different video, but I just wanted to point out that you are able to control your smart home with the HomePod Mini. Hey, turn on the light. Like, as we all know, Siri is notorious for being dumb. But for home control, I think it does a good job because this is one of the things that people do all the time. So I think it learned how to process. So if you ask Siri to turn on the light, turn off the light, turn on the TV, etc., it responds really well. Like, surprisingly, it responds really well. I expect it to be like, oh, I didn't get that. Can you repeat that again? But it didn't really happen. Almost always when I say, Siri, turn on the light, it immediately do that, So that's good. All these nice features are powered by one chip. It's called the S5 chip. So hopefully they're gonna, with the new HomePod Mini, gonna have a new chip. So hopefully it's gonna be faster and less delays, because there's some delay with request with the HomePod Mini. Like if I ask it to do something, I feel like it takes like 3 seconds for the HomePod to respond. So hopefully with the newer version, hopefully it's gonna be faster. Although the HomePod Mini has 4 microphones, but you are not able to use it to record like a voice memo. You are not able to use it to record like a video sound, but you are able to use it for phone calls. And also you are able to use it for a feature called intercom. That means that you can ask Siri to intercom a message to someone else. Let's say if you have kids, for example, and you have HomePods all over the house, you can say, hey, intercom, lunch is ready. Lunch is ready. Hey Siri, intercom, dinner is ready. Dinner is ready. Okay, so it works. I think it might be useful if you have a lot of family members and you have a lot of HomePods around. But I don't know if I'm gonna use it. It's good that it's not very loud when in intercoms, so it does not jump scare someone. And that brings us to the sound quality the HomePod Mini has to offer. So Apple described the HomePod Mini sound as crisp with deep bass and sharp high frequencies. Although it is only one single driver, which is one single speaker, compared to the 300 HomePod, which is the big one, it has 6 drivers basically, or like 6 speakers to make it simple. So it is definitely louder and sounds better, but comparing it to the price, I think the HomePod Mini did a good job with the sound. So overall, I'm low-key impressed by the sound quality of the HomePod Mini. Like all the sound is crisp and it just feels really good compared to the size of this like device. Like it is really small speaker, but it sounds really good. Unless you are like an audiophile that is really into sounds, which I'm not, you're gonna be happy with the speaker. Trust me. Even on high volume, it doesn't have a lot of distortion. Honestly, I don't even hear any distortion on high volume. But it is on high volume, like the highest volume possible, it is too loud for me. Like I'm living in an apartment here. I don't want to be obnoxious, you know. And also it's too loud for me. I don't like playing music that loud. The other thing is that sometimes I would listen to audiobooks, podcasts on it. So I sometimes put it on like the highest volume possible, and it's good to have and I'm able to hear really well. But for music, it's just too loud for me. The other thing is that you can sync multiple HomePods together, like HomePod Mini, HomePod the big one, and play music all over the house. Unfortunately, I only have one, so I did not get the chance to test that feature. There is no support for EQ setting, there is no support for spatial audio. So if you are an audiophile, you're probably gonna be disappointed. But if you are an average consumer like me, you're probably gonna be happy with the sound quality. It also has a built-in white noise. So there is multiple options you can choose from. You can do stream, rain, ocean, night, forest, and fireplace. Hey Siri, play rain from ambient sound.
Now playing forest.
That's it. Hey Siri, play rain from ambient sound.
Here's night.
Hey Siri, play rain from ambient sound.
Now playing night.
Hey Siri, play night from ambient sound.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Hey Siri, play night from ambient sound.
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Hey Siri, play rain from ambient sound.
Night now playing.
Hey Siri, play rain from ambient sound.
Here's rain.
On top of that, it has a sleep timer, so it is able to turn off after a certain time. Let's say if you wanted to play like a podcast for 30 minutes, you can do that. And speaking of sleep, you can also use it as an alarm. And it is really loud one, but the problem, it does not sync with your iPhone alarm, but it has its own alarm system inside the Home app. Maybe that's a good thing for you, maybe it's a bad thing for you. Honestly, for me, maybe a bad thing, but it's an option. You can also use it as a speaker for your TV. The problem is that you will need to get Apple TV. You are not able to use it with third-party TVs. So you will need to get Apple TV, which start at $129. And after that, you might as well get two of them, two HomePod minis. So that is gonna be $300+. It can get expensive, and I'm not sure if it is worth it, honestly. So you are not able to use it with third-party TVs. You are not able to use it with Android device at all. So if you are not into the Apple ecosystem, it is really not worth it. And in conclusion, is this device worth $100? The short answer is yes, but only if you are into the Apple ecosystem. If you have multiple Apple devices, it might be worth it because it integrates really well with them. And I would probably recommend it over the big HomePod. That's $300. Like, I think that's just too much for like a speaker. So if you use Siri a lot, if you are into the Apple ecosystem, I would recommend the small HomePod mini. But then comes the questions, is it worth it to wait for the new version? It is really tricky because with the AirPods, for example, we waited for like 4 years or so, and they only put a USB-C, and that's it. They didn't update anything and some colors. So maybe they're gonna do that with the, imagine if they just with the HomePod mini, they just change the color and maybe make it like a detachable cable and that's it. I would see them doing that. So it's a little tricky whether to wait or not. I think if you don't have any good speaker, and you are in the Apple ecosystem, it might be worth it to get it. So you can have a nice speaker. If you already have a nice speaker that's also already working, I would probably wait. And I think that summarizes it really well. All right, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you have any smart speaker? Do you have the HomePod, the big one, or the HomePod mini? Are you gonna be waiting for the new HomePod mini to be released before committing to it? Let me know what you guys think down below, and subscribe if you aren't already. Our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers this year, so subscribe down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye.